What do you think?
It's exciting, very exciting day today.
It is. Lovely roll up.
Okay, if we can have everyone's attention for a moment, please, to make it clear, there are some people here today who are more important than others. By far the most important people today are Anthony and Mina over there. They're the reason we're here. And maybe the kids. Did the kids wreck the bridge? Well, there's one there. Oh yes. Ben's over there, and there's two other young people around here somewhere too. But anyway, look, glad you could come. The ladies have been working on food, so maybe we'll take direction, Marita, from you and from Lynn about what to do, and then people can start getting some food. We've got one other. We're waiting for James Galea, who was the contractor who did the work on the bridge. He's coming. He's just moved up the road. He'll be here pretty soon as well. But I think we'll go ahead and people will start getting food. So let's do that, shall we?
Before we go, who doesn't know Mina and Anthony at this stage? Who hasn't met them?
Heaven above, we will get by. We'll get by. I believe the wheel does turn. I believe in glory. I believe in a happy end to every story. See a light at the end. Always been my lover and friend. I'll have my heart's desire. I believe the wheel does turn. I believe in the glory. I believe in a happy end to every story. I believe the wheel does turn. I believe in glory. I believe in a happy end to every story. I believe the wheel does turn. I believe the wheel does turn. I believe in a happy end.
And for those who may not know, Mina and Anthony, they're the people of the hour. It's their property, and this is all about helping them and the family. Yeah, the kids, and the young people are here too. Sabrina and Ben and Jackson. Jackson over there, and Ben somewhere here. Anyway, yeah, over there somewhere. And James Galea is the man who did the work with his team. James is the neighbour. And is one of you a neighbour as well? No,
Ben was the other one.
Oh, okay.
Ben.
Okay.
Yeah. Ben couldn't be here today.
Right. Yeah, anyway, look, thank you guys for all you've done. This is a great piece of work, I reckon.
Yeah, we're very happy how it come up.
Here. Now, I had never met Pauline till today, and so this shows what happens when you just have a connection. And you had a connection with Phyllis, right? Phyllis, come on out here. Come on. So Pauline had been out here, and she called Phyllis and said, "Are you going to do something to help those people?" So what did Phyllis do? Phyllis called me.
And she did it all.
And I felt, oh Lord, what can I do? How can we help? And then I thought, oh, I know what we'll do. We'll have a little challenge. Murray runs a Bible study class, and we could challenge our Bible study group to help put in. But then we found out that the expense was a bit more, so we opened it up to the volunteers at the op shop and then to friends, and that's why you're all here. And I just really want to thank you. And as I will say that it's still exciting, and if anyone still wants to give, we can still help pay their loan off we got for them as well. So that's part of it. And I've got a list of apologies for a whole lot of people who couldn't come, so I will give you
Just as well they didn't.
so, thank you. It's up to you now.
All right, now Anthony, you did say you would like to say something.
Well, I've written a speech, so I'm sorry, I'm going to read it. I would like to start by saying I generally don't like public speaking or being the focus of attention or asking for help in any way, so here I am. 8 years ago, after we inherited enough of money for a deposit from my mother, Mina and I moved our family to this property from Sydney. Our intention was to continue to run our dog rescue and offset the costs through boarding dogs for the people who wanted to board their dogs here. We cared more about the presence of the actual kennels and the licensing than for the dilapidated state of the house and the nearly collapsing bridge. At the time we were told that it would cost around $15,000 to repair the bridge. So we set aside that much money, which we later spent on other urgent things. Unfortunately, after we moved in, we got some quotes and it was closer to about $70,000 to $120,000 to do the job. And we had no way of raising that sort of money, so it sort of got put aside. Anyway, over the years we experienced many ups and downs, but we never came close to being able to raise that sort of money. And it wasn't that we were living extravagantly or anything, we just didn't have the income and barely managed to keep our heads above water a lot of the time. Anyway, a few years later, Mina's become a budding artist. She's very creative. For those of you that don't know, she works wonders with records and tiles and all sorts of stuff, and paint and basket weaving and all sorts of things. Anyway, she was out op shopping and she encountered Bev. Where's Bev gone? Sorry, I can't see. Oh, there you are. I can't see because I haven't got my glasses on. But I can't see what I'm reading without my glasses on, so it's all very... You're a blur. Anyway, so that's when she first encountered Bev, and she's always loved the idea of op shops, of recycling things and reusing things and repurposing things. So it wasn't long before she accepted an invitation from Bev to become a volunteer.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bev. Honestly though, I've never seen Mina happier than when she's volunteering at the op shop. She loves it. And she's made some wonderful new friends. To name a few, Lynn, Marita, obviously Bev and Murray and Ron and Rod and you're all here. You know who you are. Anyway, it was, now that I know how it happened, thank you.
Thanks, Pauline.
Yes, thanks, Pauline. At the time I didn't know how it came about, but one day Bev and Murray asked us to come over to their house to talk about our bridge, which was quite a surprise. We talked about how the bridge was ready to collapse, how it was dangerous to walk across, never mind drive across, how we couldn't get water into our water tanks or the septic tank truck in to pump it out, the septic tank. We couldn't get a fire truck in if there was a fire, couldn't work on the kennels. You know, it was just rubbish piling up everywhere. We couldn't do anything. It was just a real problem. Anyway, we weren't sure what to expect and were rather overwhelmed and grateful when they advised us that they were looking to help us fund the bridge. Straight away I contacted James, this gentleman here with the ever-ready smile. And he very generously offered to help us build the bridge, or to do the building really. Obviously I wasn't going to do much of it because I'm not much of a handyman. I'd seen James's bridge on his property and was pretty impressed with what he had done there. Well, I think ours is nicer.
I think it is too. Took more pride in it, eh?
Yeah. Well, it was professionally done, I have to say.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Anyway, so Bev and Murray got the ball rolling with raising the funds. These flies. And from what I hear, they work tirelessly and passionately to do so. And thank you guys. Really appreciate everything that you've done. We waited rather nervously, hoping that everything would come together, that there would be enough money to pay for it, and that James would be able to do it, and that we'd be able to get it done before Christmas, so that we'd be able to have dogs coming in for boarding and not have to carry them across there. We even started our own fundraising campaign separately with friends, family, and people who have supported us over the years with dog rescue and boarding. Unfortunately, we didn't raise anything much. We got a few. Thanks, Kate. Can't see you, but thanks, Kate, wherever you are. And we did manage to get a little bit, but it was a very small portion of what was actually raised in the end. I guess I just don't like asking people for help, so... Anyway, as I said, Bev and Murray were far more successful, and I'm not sure if it was their passion and drive or just the incredible generosity of a very special community. Maybe it was both. Either way, they managed to raise sufficient funds to make the dream a possibility. Finally, the day came when James and his crew arrived to start the demolition of the old bridge, and from the start I was impressed with how hard they worked, how innovative they were with solving problems, and how friendly they all were. One of my biggest regrets, actually, is that we didn't meet you guys earlier. Yeah. Or that we didn't get to know you guys earlier. Yeah. Some of our neighbours haven't been so nice, although some of them have been very nice, but James is a rock.
No, cheers, mate. No, same. It's good, yeah.
I look forward to many years of friendship, mate.
Good.
And with the rest of you.
Neither are we.
Good.
Good.
Well,
that's right.
No, we can go out though and come back in. I was also rather disturbed to see how badly the old bridge was damaged, how it continued to stand despite being submerged repeatedly every year. The banks were severely eroded. The main supporting spanning logs didn't even reach across to the far pier, never mind the far bank. Standing on the bridge was interesting. It'd go up and down. We didn't know why. That's why. And we drove across that quite a lot. So after the construction started, I'd send regular updates to Mina, who was working at the op shop. And she was sharing them with everyone, and we were so touched by the constant outpouring of interest and support. We had a lot of visitors every day, people just turning up to look at it. And I mean, if we had charged entry for that... There's a thought. Maybe you did. Anyway, faster than we could have hoped. The bridge was functionally complete, but James wasn't happy to leave it at that. He and his crew went the extra distance, and they made sure it was a creation of which they could be proud.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful. I mean, it's not the Sydney Harbour Bridge or any of those, but I think in its own right, it is a magnificent piece of work.
Your Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Yeah, except this is in Sydney. Manalong Harbour Bridge.
Manalong Harbour Bridge.
This magnificent structure that you see here today is a tribute not only to the hard work and creativity of James and his crew, but of the generosity and support of a community that has made us feel like we are part of something special. So we'd like to say thank you with all gratitude and humbleness to all of you. This bridge will and indeed has already made a huge difference to our lives. And I'd like to say...
Woo!
I consider calling it Murray and Bev, but it just didn't flow. Consider Chapman's crossing, but it also didn't quite flow as nicely. So I thought Murray's crossing, you know...
I'm not sure what to say about that. I wrote some notes too, but not as long as his.
Sorry.
I think that a bridge, the idea of bridge, is a great metaphor. When you think about it, it means access, connection, escape, opportunity, safety, reassurance, and security. that is, unless it's falling apart. Then it might mean isolation, danger, restriction, loneliness, fear, concern. And it's even worse if you believe that you can't do anything about it on your own. This group today is made up of people not prepared to let the bridge fall apart anymore. Thank you for your generosity today. Also here today, of course, are people with the ideas and the skills to rebuild the bridge. And I just want to honour you today. I'm sure that all of us just want to build bridges and help people cross as they choose. I know that's what Anthony, Mina, Jackson, Sabrina and Ben want to do. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Paul, who is the big chief amongst us at the op shop, is going to take over here and he's going to officiate at cutting that. Thank you, Paul.
The paint covers scissors. Sorry about that.
It's a real privilege to be here today, and it's been really exciting to watch the progress of this project. I mean, I just want to say something personally to you. You have made an incredible difference with your presence at the op shop. I remember when you first started, back at the beginning of the year, a few tentative steps, and then you suggested a little idea here and a little idea there, and they got accepted and taken on. And the difference you've made in the art department and the furniture department, the online sales that you've done, it's just phenomenal. And I get messages from Mina at 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't know, at 2 o'clock in the morning, with different ideas and different things she wants to do. And I just love that passion and enthusiasm. And Anthony, thank you, mate, for becoming part of the op shop family. And it's a real privilege to be able to open this bridge and to celebrate the community that's made it happen. And I'd just like for us to pause just for a moment as we ask a blessing on this bridge before we cut the ribbon. Lord, it's so exciting to be part of a family, to be part of something bigger than ourselves, to be part of something that's contributing back to the community. Thank you for that opportunity, and Lord, thank you for the opportunity we've had to be able to help out, to make a difference in people's lives and a difference right here as we open this bridge. And we do pray that your blessing will be on this bridge and on this family and on this community, for Jesus' sake. Amen.
Amen.
And thank you very much. It's a real privilege. Do you want to get the camera sorted out? Okay, it's a real privilege.
If anybody wants to walk across the bridge, that's fine. Just bear in mind you've got to come back on the other way.
Really?
I actually looked at it and I thought, yeah, that bridge looks ordinary. That's the extraordinary bridge.
By the way, we know that James thinks this bridge is pretty good because he went home and painted his bridge the same as this. Anyway, feel free to walk across.
There you go. Cross the Jordan. Don't you fall. Murray got to go first. Murray, you got to go first. Come on, come on. That's it. Murray's on Murray's crossing.
Can I take everybody's way at once?
Why do you have to go back on that one, Dad? Just for the fun of it. Oh, right.
You guys can reach above you, you know.
Three. Going against the green. Oops, going the wrong way. Eleanor, hold on to something, Eleanor. Lenora, sorry. Oh goodness.
What's the excitement for this one or the other one?
This one. That's it. Yeah.
They were waiting for the splash.
Yeah. Go on, do it again. Go on, have another go. Yeah?
So that's the tray of a semi-trailer,
Oh, yeah.
and that's a part of another semi-trailer
So one?
joined here.
Is there three of them? Or two of them? Two. All right.
Then they put the extra sides on,
Yep.
extra sides and the rail, so that it's wide enough for any vehicle to come across. 20 tonner,
Yeah. It's a lovely creek, isn't it? Beautiful creek.
but it comes right up to there. It comes.
Right up there. Oh, yeah. What, so
This is designed to be above most flood level.
most flood. Okay.
Most flood level would have to be a super one.
Right.
So it used to come up. The bridge was down there, you see,
Oh, yeah, I see.
down there.
And it used to flood over that, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Oh, look at it.
Look to the sky and know that you'll hold my hand. You'll understand, dry all the tears that fall when I'm feeling sad. Love is what we have. Say that it's a miracle, face to face, promising the symbol of love. Say that it's a miracle and the stars will fall. And that's when all my dreams come true. When I see the rain